treatment of relapse refractory myeloma in Canada is evolving quite quickly, actually, and a couple of the agents coming down the line that we're interested in are daratumumab, carfilzomib, and some others that are a little further. Will take a little further to obtain. Will take a little longer to obtain. A couple of the trials that are of great interest, I think, to Canadians are the daratumumab trials, and in particular Castor and Pollux. The Castor trial with Velcade Dex as the backbone, and the Pollux trial with lenalidomide and Dex as the backbone. Daratumumab is approved by Health Canada, single agent, and is also approved in combination with bortezomib and lenalidomide. Funding, however, is pending, and hopefully will be available within the next year or so. This will give us additional treatment options beyond first line. And part of the changing landscape in myeloma, I think, in Canada will be with now lenalidomide available in most provinces first line, what to do second line and beyond. This may be where Castor becomes particularly relevant. Castor trial was updated in poster format with about an additional 9 months of follow-up. Results are very much the same as the original, with still benefit in the daratumumab arm. The trial did look at subgroups, including patients who were less heavily pretreated, so just one prior line of therapy. Those patients in particular benefited greatly from the daratumumab addition. Also, the trial looked at high-risk patients who did benefit as well from the addition of daratumumab over the standard arm. The MRD data is interesting, so not a large number of patients achieved MRD negativity to 10 to the minus 5 in the control arm, in the Velcade arm, a greater number in the daratumumab arm. If a patient achieved MRD negativity, their outcome was very good in both instances. However, the actual number of patients was much greater in the daratumumab treated arm. The Pollux trial was updated as well with lead author Dimopoulos in an oral abstract at ASH, and this trial has an additional approximately 9 months of follow-up, with the high-level results really being quite similar. Ongoing benefit in terms of PFS with the addition of daratumumab to lenalidomide and dexamethasone. The initial PFS described for the control arm was approximately 17 months median. The PFS for the daratumumab Lendex arm is still not reached. Hazard ratio about 0.44, meaning a benefit in the range of more than 50%. Following from that, over half the patients on the daratumumab Lendex arm have not gone on to second treatment. PFS2 was examined, however, and found to be still beneficial, meaning that the daratumumab addition did not harm these patients in terms of future therapies. The minimal residual disease status in this study is also of great interest. So, importantly, a large number of patients did achieve MRD status negativity to 10 to the minus 5, particularly in the daratumumab Lendex arm, approximately 4 times the rate in the control arm. And interestingly, the kinetics of the minimal residual disease negativity is actually quite interesting. It's deepening even at over a year post initial treatment. And so we're seeing deeper responses, and we're seeing durable responses. That's translating for those patients into a very long PFS, and hopefully will also translate into a very long OS. In both trials, both the Castor and Pollux trial described safety in the initial publications. There really hasn't been any new safety signal for either. The main toxicity of the drug really is infusional related, which for the most part is with the first dose. And as time goes on, I think hematologists are getting more comfortable in terms of treating that. It hasn't been much of an issue. Otherwise, the toxicity of the drug seems fairly manageable. So I think the updated findings of both Castor and Pollux actually will make Canadian hematologists more anxious to use the drug in their relapsing patients. Both agents look particularly useful and probably have their best result with early treatments, so with second-line treatment in particular. But again, both trials included patients with a maximum of 10 to 11 prior therapies.